Good evening, my friends. I almost hit stop streaming instead of changing scenes to this scene. So hello, how's it going with you guys? Oh, there we go. That helps my head a lot. How are we doing tonight? Um, I'm not doing fantastic. Just as a warning, I might have to cut the stream short. I don't know what I did to my neck, but it's not very happy. So we're gonna mess around. We're gonna try and stream. We'll see how it goes. Um, but I know that once my neck starts feeling like this, sometimes it means that I'm gonna sprain it. So I'd rather not sprain my neck the day before my birthday. That's just me. But how is everyone? How are we doing today? Tell me the best thing that happened to you today. The best thing that happened to me was I got this cute skirt that I'm wearing right now. Sweater skirt. It's so cute. I love it. It's so comfy. It's like I've never had a sweater skirt before. It's lovely. I also, my hair came out mostly how I wanted it to. I was really hoping to get a darker auburn at the top, but eh, it's fine. I'm into it. Um, I also painted my nails. There, it's black with a iridescent uh green iridescent flaky in it. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm obsessed. It matches my top. I also kind of it was like it's my like witchy combo for Halloween. So, cuz it goes between being like purple and green and then with the black on the back, it's like perfect. But yeah, so let's get going. Because I know it's going to take me 5 million years to try and figure out what we're doing in the game. So let's just hop right in. Just dive into it, see how it's going. If I get the hiccups again, I'm going to scream. Also, everyone, appreciate my curls. Pretty please. Appreciate them. Because we know they're not going to look this good tomorrow. Okay, I almost hit new game. So, right. Everyone.
Each day.
On Valentine's night.
Yes, shh, we know. We know. Okay, so we have three of them down. I want to try and get. I want to try and get most of these green. Okay, Elin, what have we been talking about? Okay, what do we still have to? Dr. Dekker's mum, and oh my god, I have a lot. Okay,
Um, actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
what kind of dates are you used to?
Sorry, no.
Ugh. Huh, I can just tell my body that I'm not a fish and it'll stop hiccuping. I'll have to try that. I had the hiccups for like 20 minutes last night before I was finally like, okay, I'll get up and fill my water. Okay.
Um, it just sort of fades when I let go of their hand. Obviously, I can't see myself, but
Okay, have you tried looking at yourself while shifted?
I've shifted a few times now. I honestly couldn't tell you how many.
Okay, well, that wasn't exactly what I was asking, but Okay. Sorry. Just trying to get comfortable. Okay. Can you look in the mirror while shifting?
I feel like you're asking me questions.
Ma'am, please. Ma'am, please. Dr. Dekker's mom.
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
The locket, I think, is... Trinkets. We already did that. No, it's not wrong to keep the locket. Why did she give you the locket?
It was the one thing she held on to right until the end.
Okay.
Her most treasured possession. She said she wanted me to have it. You don't argue with a dying person's last wishes.
Okay, got that. Whew, okay. Now, we're on Valentine's, an illusion, and Dr. Dekker's mom. Okay. How does shifting feel?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a few issues. That's what I liked about Dr. Dekker. It wasn't just him asking me questions and analysing me. He talked about himself as well.
And I already said he talked about himself. Yeah, he talked about himself. Analyze you?
That's not really important. Ask me something else.
Ma'am, please.
Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a few issues. That's what.
What issues did Dekker and his mom have?
I'm not sure I should talk about that. Aren't I breaking some reverse patient-therapist confidentiality?
Okay, cool. We got that sorted out. An illusion?
It just sort of fades when I let go of their hand. Obviously, I can't see myself.
Do you have to hold their hand to shift?
It only lasts for as long as I'm holding the hand. I think it needs that connection.
Okay. Cool. We're getting there. Where were you on Valentine's? I think is all I have left for her. Hell yeah. We got this. We got this in the bag.
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know.
Thing serious? No. Okay. Damn. Okay. We're just gonna straight up already go hint. Did you ever date Dr. Dekker?
No. I didn't go on a date with Dr. Dekker. He's my therapist. It would just be wrong.
Yes, it would. You are so right. Hell yeah. Okay. Should I ask Claire then? Okay, let's ask Claire. Did you ever date Dr. Dekker?
Are you bored? Do you want me to talk about something else?
No, I'm not bored.
I don't know.
You know, sometimes they mean something. Okay.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
Okay.
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there.
It makes you feel the most what?
Perhaps we should change the subject. You seem to be struggling.
Ma'am. Peaceful how?
I don't know anything about that.
How is the lake house peaceful? How does the lake house make you feel? Fuck you! Okay. Little girl, we already fucking... A girl. I feel like maybe...
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there. By the lake. Only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
Okay, well, we already asked about fishing. We already asked about nets on a stick. Right? Girl looked sad, yes. Fishing? The girl was fishing?
She lives on the other side of the lake.
Okay.
She must be new. I haven't seen her there before.
Okay, okay. Cool. We got that. Okay. Cool, 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 cool.
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
You would have died too?
I don't have an answer for you on that one.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Thank you. It's actually it's a cardigan, but thank you. And then just a shirt under it because I wear camis all the time. Okay, straight up just hint. Ah, which friend were you staying with?
I don't remember my friend's name. She was a girl from my school. Vicky. Charlotte. It's not really important.
What? It's not important? What do you mean it's not important?
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today.
Talked about that.
I went to the lake house.
How many years ago did they die?
Perhaps we should change the subject.
Ma'am,
You seem to be
please.
struggling.
I do seem to be struggling, but that's on you.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today.
Okay.
I went to the lake house.
Okay.
I always go to the lake house anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also where they died.
Lake house, I already have that. Why do you always go to the lake house? Nope. Okay. Do you feel guilt over your parents' death? Nope. I'm just giving up on using question marks, just so everyone understands. Ah, were you close to your parents?
Yes, I loved my parents very much. They were very good parents. It was hard letting them go.
Okay. Huh. Now, Nathan and Bryce, okay, let's go for Nathan. Bryce freaks me out, so. Okay.
Mindstretch Outreach arranges programs for gifted children. It's for poor, clever kids who can't afford private education. It's not much of a charity, I guess, but it certainly ends up with a lot of clever people who are thankful to the people running it. Which, in this case, is Dr. Dekker.
Clever people?
Should I know something about that? Sorry.
Okay. Poor, clever kids.
Can't help you. Sorry.
Ryan, you know, dude. I will come back to you. Okay.
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it.
When I ask, he made you think it goes to his fault. What advice did he give you? Okay. Think something crazy?
Thinking I had an extra hour at the end of each day did become real for me, Doctor. Maybe Dekker was a genie, and he could grant wishes. Maybe he wished himself dead. I don't know.
Okay.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
Do I have to come up with more stuff? That's my question. That I would do. What else would I do? What else would I do? Well, what else do we wonder if he did? Let's come back to Nathan real quick. Now, I don't know where that's going, so we're just gonna... Okay, why would Dr. Dekker run Mind Stretch Outreach?
I think Dr. Dekker set up Mindstretch Outreach so that he could influence the minds of children at an early age, getting them to believe they could be anything they wanted to be. Since his death, it's been disbanded. No more minions of Dr. Dekker.
Minions?
It just felt like he was growing this child army of intelligentsia.
I mean... Okay, Jasmine, I'm so sorry, honey. I have completely ignored you. Okay, what's your problem? They watch you?
Because they don't think I know how to appreciate art. Because I'm too young.
Too young?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be working in an art gallery. I love art. I love paintings. Like I said, they move for me.
They move?
When I want them to, normally. When I want to really get inside what's going on. But some paintings, I can't stop.
Okay. Which paintings?
I don't really know what you mean.
I know, I have to be a little more. Which paintings don't stop?
Nope.
Get
When I want them to, normally. When I want to really get inside what's...
inside?
I really don't know. Sorry.
Get inside what's going on?
I don't know.
Jesus fucking Christ.
When I want them to, normally. When I want to really get inside what's going on. But some paintings, I can't stop.
Okay. Can't stop? I thought I already asked that.
I've been working on portraits, at home, outside work. But my paintings aren't so good. Nowhere near Providence standard. I painted a man, Dorian. You know, after Dorian Gray.
Dorian?
I wanted to try and capture someone aging, so I divided the face into thirds and painted a boy, his father, and his grandfather in each third.
Okay.
It was hideous.
Okay.
And it started talking to me.
Okay, what did it say?
That I'm ugly. That I have no talent. Nothing will become of me. Is that true, Doctor?
No, that's not true.
I hear it so many times in that wretched painting. It's in my head. But thank you.
Okay. I should ask Jasmine how she felt about Dr. Dekker. Okay. Pushy. About Dr. Dekker.
He was shy. And then less so. When I told him about my problem, he told me to set fire to it.
Set fire to it?
Yeah, he could have been more specific. I tried to set fire to Providence. At that time, I thought the only way to fix my problem was to set fire to the entire art gallery. Several paintings didn't make it. Luckily, my boss didn't press charges. The police did arrest me, though.
Okay. The police?
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money. Such a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her.
Do anything for her?
Dr. Dekker told me to burn it. It was nothing to do with Petra.
Okay. Let's go back to
We had a
this.
display in the gallery based on Love Conquers All, so I had to work. Mainly it was a collection of giant hearts sat on things, but I ran into another patient, Bryce. I'd never really spoken with him before, but he's quite an art critic. I couldn't get rid of him until I finished work at 11. There's actually another guy who takes over on the night shift. I'm not sure if he kept talking to Bryce though. Providence is open 24 hours.
Okay. Bryce?
There's not much to tell. I knew he was a patient here. I'd seen him in the waiting room a couple of times. He likes art and talking and talking and
Yeah.
looking down here instead of up here.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money. Such a sweet lady.
Not making any money?
No, why are you saying that? I don't even know if Petra has insurance.
I didn't. She. This is jumping past a lot of things. Okay. Did Dorian get destroyed in the fire?
I already ripped up the painting. It
Oh, okay.
screamed as I cut it. And now whenever I close my eyes, I can see it, hear it. I need the tablets, Doctor. I need them.
The tablets?
The temazepam? The sleeping tablets. The ones you gave me last time.
Do you have trouble sleeping?
That's not something I know about.
Ma'am, please. Temazepam?
Who told you to ask that? I honestly don't know.
Which one is temazepam? Looking it up. The benzo. Well, yeah, of course. Restoril. Never. Do you have insomnia?
Beats me.
Ma'am, please. Yes! Yes, it is my catchphrase, okay? Shove it. Side effects include hallucinations. Okay. When did you start the tablets? Oh my god.
The temazepam?
Okay. Temazepam.
Dr. Dekker gave them to me.
I just said it. I typed it out wrong.
I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk. What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this?
I don't know. Why do you do this?
Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped. I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk. What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this?
So, it's all in your head?
Thank you, Doctor. I'll think about that. And the prescription, please?
So, Lacey wanted to use us so that we would call the cops to cover for her killing Agnes. Or maybe her having the other man. I don't know. And now she just came in because she wanted drugs. Okay, Bryce. We're just hinting this up. Have you seen people come back from the dead? Not sure where that comes from.
Graveyard, you see a lot of strange things. I'm not sure if they're real, or whether I think they're real, or which is worse. When you work in a graveyard, you see a lot of strange things. I'm not sure if they're real, or whether I think they're real, or which is worse.
What have you seen?
No, sorry.
What strange things?
You're laughing at me, aren't you? I said I wasn't sure if they were real.
Well, that doesn't help me out with what I was trying to do. So now I have to wait for my hint to fucking come back around, because it wasted it on that bullshit.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that...
How did you work out that that time was frozen?
I don't really know about that.
How did you work it out?
Sorry, Doctor, I dozed off there.
Bitch. Please. Yeah, okay. I would... Maybe I'd murder someone.
I don't think you would, Doctor. I don't think I would either.
Okay, well, that... Apparently I just have to come up with other things, I think. Girl, Dreamcat's down here. Just chilling under the desk. Okay, what else could we do while everyone else is frozen? So maybe I'd steal, maybe I'd murder, maybe I'd sneak in places. I would help people, I would sneak in places. I would steal. Maybe I'd murder someone. Okay. Maybe I'd hurt someone? Nope, okay. What else? Oh, we already have steal. So, I think steal and rob are the same thing in this case. What else could you do during an hour? I would sleep.
Not something I know about.
I mean, that's what I would do. I would read books.
I don't know.
I would do my hobbies.
I don't have anything to say to that.
I mean, like, that's what I would do if I had an extra hour. I would sleep. Or I would read, play The Sims. I'm just gonna hint it up. I'm might hide things.
Moving things around and hiding things was amusing at first, when everyone was frozen. Some people would faint when things appeared from midair. Others would cry. Others just thought that it was there all the time and that their mind was playing tricks on them. It got boring fast, though.
Yes, okay, we did it. We did it. We did it. Play pranks is probably what I should have said. Okay, yes. There's nothing else to do here.
I can change my skin.
Then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
on
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number. There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I? He was preoccupied with finding
Photographs,
patterns.
rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since,
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
Oh, Doctor, you surprised me. Reminds me of Officer Yates. Did I ever mention I had a special friend in the police force? Nah, it's not something you drop politely into a conversation. He's been doing some digging and he's found a couple things. There's a crime scene report that goes into all the gory details and another report that's about a patient you're seeing today, Claire. I'll put them both on the desk for you. And thanks for the grief counselling, by the way. It's really been helping, you know. I'm so glad you're here.
I am spiked? As in spiking someone's drink? I would take a hug from Jaya. Okay, first off, let's read. The arrest report says Claire killed David. What's this? Okay. I've underlined some things to ask her about. I wonder if Bryce buried David, what happened with Ben, ask patients about the paper spike. Too much to do today. Okay. Okay. Okay, well. Okay, the victim was located in his office, seated on a chair behind his desk, soaked in blood with an obvious chest wound. Paper spike, desk accessory, long, protruding from the approximate region of the victim's heart. Estimated from liver temperature measurements to be between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m. Note that the victim's body was reportedly discovered at 10:20. So obviously it wasn't 10:30. He died of bleeding out and bleeding out due to the heart being. So that's why it means the spike. Okay, clears arrest. 20:40 hours on Tuesday, 8th of November, myself and blah 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 responded to a call received from a neighbor. Okay, so neighbor of the Bauer house. Concerning a reported disturbance, we arrived at the address and knocked on the front door, but there was no reply. When we examined the rear of the property, and I gained entry through insecure patio doors. We entered the property through this door. I announced myself, shouting police, but did not hear any response. We searched the premises. Upon entering the dining room, I saw a female seated next to a man who was lying on the ground. The man did not appear to be conscious. Both persons were drenched in blood, and there was a substantial amount of blood on the carpet, walls, and furniture. I noted what appeared to be a steak knife on the floor, which was also covered in blood. At this point, I asked the woman to put her hands on her head, which she did. PC Holt secured the female while I checked the man for signs of life, but found none. I asked the woman her name, and she identified herself to me as Claire. I asked if she knew the dead man, and she said that it was her husband, David. I asked what happened, and she said that she killed him. Following a search by, Holt, which revealed no other persons present in the house, I said to Castleford, 2052, you are under arrest on suspicion of murder. Murder! I then cautioned her and placed her in the back of the police car for transportation. Bam. Okay. Hi, Claire. How are you today? I'm just asking
I've been
everyone.
to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again, the one I told you about. She was playing outside.
Okay. I read your arrest report.
It makes for interesting reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it. Fire away.
You killed David?
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive.
Okay. How is David alive?
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
Is he a zombie?
Yes, he did come back to life, but he's not a zombie. He looks like he always did. Just his mind is encumbered. There's no way back.
Okay. Okay. Blood. Okay. You used a steak knife?
The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it.
Okay. When did David come back to life?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. Ladies. Okay. Then I think I just need to... that again. Neighbor. Okay. Your neighbor called the police?
I don't understand what you're getting at, Doctor. Please be more specific.
Which neighbor called the police?
I'm not sure what you're trying to ask. Are you? Maybe try breaking it down.
Bitch! Neighbor?
My neighbors seem far more interested in my business than they are their own. The lake house only has one house opposite, and it was on sale for some time. I suppose I should have bought it.
Covered in blood?
It's a messy business, stabbing someone. You'd imagine that it would be like slicing into a pie with all the filling just slowly oozing out, but it's so much more dramatic, like popping a cork of a bottle of champagne. Blood sprayed everywhere.
Okay. Blood, steak knife, dead man, murder. Okay. Husband. Husband? I'm just...
Try asking me something I might know.
Murder?
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when
Fatally wounded?
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So I fixed him.
Okay. How did you fix him?
It was about a week later. I brought David back to life.
Okay.
Not with voodoo, not with
Okay.
virginal sacrifice. I just willed it to happen, and it did. Dr. Dekker told me it was possible, but only if you're not buried. He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back. But until then, you have a chance at resurrection.
Resurrection?
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it. I think reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an eel necromancer raising things from the dead.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to you saw the girl?
I don't know what you're after, but I don't know anything about that.
You do! You said you saw the girl again. You saw the girl again?
I'm getting tired of all these questions.
Bitch.
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again, the one I told you about. She was playing outside.
Okay. She was playing outside?
Sorry, I don't know.
What was the girl doing?
That's not relevant here.
Yeah, we are taking over Dr. Dekker's job, but we're also helping the police because why not? Okay.
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed
Okay,
him.
we talked about that.
The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead.
Funeral.
There was even a funeral.
Funeral?
He's buried at Henley Church. You can go see for yourself. There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face. You should ask him.
Okay, I will. Hey, Bryce. Like, how are you? How are you?
Hello, Doctor. I've been thinking about our last session, and I just wanted you to know that I'm not a bad person. I know taking naked photographs is wrong, but you don't know what it's like until you face the same temptation.
A map of Salem.
I'm assuming you don't know what it's like. Do you have an extra hour, Doctor?
I do know I don't have an extra hour.
Thank God for that. There's someone else in my hour. A hooded figure, watching me and following me. I followed it too.
Okay, so did you bury Claire's husband?
No. You have an interesting aura, Doctor.
My aura?
I don't often see auras, Doctor. But yours is unusual. Like, you're more than one person. Maybe I've had a few too many drams.
More than one person?
I've nothing interesting to say about that.
Drams?
Don't know.
Okay. Do you know Claire?
In simple terms, I've got nothing to say.
Sir. She literally told me to go ask him. She said, go ask him. I'm going to scream. Did you ever see Dekker's paper spike?
A paper spike is an odd thing to use as a weapon. I suppose if it went directly into the heart, it might work. Or through his eye, or perhaps through the ear into his brain. Or was it just a frenzied, bloody mess of a murder? Do you know, Doctor?
It was in his heart.
He was stabbed in the heart. Then I'd say whoever killed him didn't want to leave any room for error.
Okay. I'll take your word for it as a murderer. Since we all know that you did murder your husband. This is stated fact. Not that it matters because apparently he's alive. I don't know. We're still talking.
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the
Results?
I think his brain was already decaying during the week that he was dead. Important bits. So when I brought him back to life, I didn't heal him completely. Just gave him life in the state he was in. I mean, he's hunting and killing things and trying to roast them on fires he can only light with matches, but that's about it. He's your basic Neanderthal. So I have a problem.
Problem?
I'm being charged with murder because the police don't know he's still alive, and I can't get David to vouch for me for obvious reasons. I think it would raise quite a few more questions than answers, which is why I'm hoping that you'd be able to help me.
Help you?
I don't know anything about that.
How could I help you?
Considering the circumstances, I'd be grateful if you could see your way to declaring me temporarily insane at the time of the murder, to lessen my sentence. Because I'm not a killer, but I can't prove otherwise. You don't still think I'm a killer, do you, Doctor?
I mean, yes, I think you're a killer. Because no, I don't. Yes, I think you're a killer.
At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him. I just stabbed him a bit. And although
He
was
ran
dead
into my
for a
knife.
week, I brought him back.
He
to
ran
life.
into my knife 10
Does this mean you won't
times.
help me? Was I temporarily insane?
You done did the killing part, Claire. Indeed. No, I didn't kill him. I just stabbed him until he was dead. Gah. He ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times. He had it coming. He had it coming. He had it coming all along. You'd have been there. You'd have heard it. Sorry, give me 1 second. I had just a little... I had a notification, but
He's
it's
buried
okay.
at Henley Church. You can go see for yourself. There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face. You should ask him.
Okay. Pallbearer.
Bryce was a pallbearer for David.
Bryce.
He's also a grave digger, I believe.
Okay. Now can I ask Bryce? Were you a pallbearer for Claire's husband?
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer. There are a lot of health and safety considerations. Not everybody can do it. Well, properly at least. Occasionally I step in if the funeral director is short-shouldered. I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed agitated. Her husband must have been a giant. The coffin was so heavy. I remember because aft port side sprained his ankle. That and he wasn't lifting correctly.
What was in David's coffin?
Think, Doctor, think. Use your brain. Or your notes if you have to.
Oh my god, she's the worst. She's the absolute worst. I'm gonna come back to you. We're gonna talk to... Oh, where's your locket? Okay, how are you?
I'm okay, I suppose. Work's fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry's Terry. I feel a bit sad, to be honest. I gave all my keepsakes back.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. You them back?
I don't know. Sorry.
Gave the keepsakes back.
Well, I thought about it. And well, I know you said it was okay that I should keep them, but maybe it did look a bit suspicious. Me having things that have belonged to patients who've died in my care. I don't want people to get the wrong idea about me. The locket, the watch, the ring, even the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me. I wasn't supposed to mention her.
Dr. Dekker's mum?
Is that really what you want to talk about?
Sarah Dekker?
Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
Okay. Harry is Terry?
Terry seems to have backed down since I gave the keepsakes back. Actually, it doesn't seem like she's been very well. Not her usual self. Maybe she's got a bug or something.
Is she killing Terry now? How is Hilda?
Hilda's nearing the end. She's been sleeping a lot, not eating much. She hasn't been that argumentative either. Although, she did give me a vicious scratch yesterday.
Scratch?
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
Okay. You're sad?
I know it's silly, but those things meant a lot to me. They were reminders that I'd helped those people.
Okay. I got rid of that. Tonight?
I don't know anything about that. It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight.
Do it tonight.
She hasn't got much time left.
Do it tonight.
You know the answer to that, Doctor. What have we been talking about? What can I do for Hilda that will make it all better?
Shift into her daughter.
That's the plan. I know, it sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close your eyes. Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I don't think it's gonna work. On the bright side, that probably means you're not gonna die anytime soon.
Okay. Probably? Okay.
That's the plan. I know, it sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love.
I wish I could
It might
skip
help if
through
you close
parts
your
of
eyes.
this.
Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I don't think is going to work. On the bright side, that probably means you're not going to die anytime soon.
Okay, so the thing I'm supposed to get from that is... Do you believe it?
That doesn't really matter. Let's talk about something else.
Okay. Is Elin going to pretend to be Hilda's daughter? I already asked her that. Notes. I already asked her that. Unbelievable.
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, "It's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum," or "I love you, Dad." But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version, the best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear. And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but it's got to be better than the reality.
Better than the reality.
The reality is that most of these people have been completely abandoned by their families, usually their children. If a mother abandons her children, it's scandalous. But if a son or daughter abandons their mother when she's dying after everything she's done for them, apparently that's just normal. I can protect my patients from that, even if it does take a little smoke and mirrors.
Okay. Protect them?
I feel like you're clutching at straws. Maybe you should take a break.
You know what? She's right. Maybe I should take a break. Let's get up, stretch. Be right back. I return. Okay, with water. Okay. We got this. We got this.
At midnight each day.
David Hunt.
You know what, Jaya? How are you?
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counseling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to start doing home visits now, like Dr. Dekker?
Her address?
Doctor, if you don't want it, don't text me and ask for it. It's all right. I don't mind doing menial tasks for you. Someone has to do them.
Home visits?
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
I should ask Mariana about Dekker's home visits. You know what? You're so right. Let's go ask Mariana. Well, first, how are you?
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
Okay. Rent day?
Rent day is the day I pay rent to my landlady.
Her top? Jaya's top? 'Cause I love Jaya's top. Okay, Dr. Dekker did home visits.
I don't understand. Say a bit at a time.
Home visits?
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits. I think he was probably checking up on his investment. You're not thinking of doing home visits, are you, Doctor?
Investment?
Aren't we all your investments, Doctor? All the time, all the energy you've invested in us? Seeing how we're doing, making sure we're growing correctly?
No, I am not thinking of doing home visits.
That's good. I'm not sure I can afford any more of your time.
Okay. Hey Nathan, I haven't talked to you yet. How are you?
The burned Hannah's rocking chair. The day moved forward. It was a good choice. I'm not sure I've got much left of hers now. I've burnt most of it, or given it away, just to make the days move forward. There was a moment when I was attacking a Salvation Army bin. I gave in.
I can't with this right now. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. I'm in a lot of pain, and it's making it very difficult to focus on this. But thank you guys for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for helping me out with questions and stuff. I really appreciate it. Let's go raid someone. I would love to be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. So attendance is mandatory. But hopefully if I rest up, my neck and everything will be feeling better so we can have fun. So let's raid someone. Let's raid. Yeah. Raid. What is she playing? She's playing Little Nightmares. Worry. You know what? Let's raid Anaya Falcon. Let's do it. Yeah, so thank you for stopping by. Thanks for having fun. I had fun. Yeah, peace.